Libra, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Fist bump to my dear tough cookies, my Libra-licious. Let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Today, I'm going to be doing your reading from January 26th to February 1st, and this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. So in this reading, dear Libra, Libroski, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Libroski, I hit the gym so hard this week. I'm like, gonna need to take some time to rest and then we're good. And then I have a short trip coming up, but I'm gonna be here. So let's get into your reading and see what is it that you need to know. Libroski. So Libra, your challenge is the Knight of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. Libra, there is a situation here that seems to be slowly moving or maybe not moving at all with the Knight of Pentacles. This could be you moving towards a direction slowly but surely. There is something here about observing, watching, thinking, contemplating, doing a lot of inner thinking with the Hermit and the Six of Cups. There is someone here, dear Libra, from the past that you are thinking about, but you are not obsessing over this person. You are trying to shed the light and illuminate with the Hermit and the Six of Cups. Why is this person in my life? Why did they come into my life? Okay, and if you've been feeling stuck on this energy, we're going to find out more. We're going to see what is it that you need to know. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. In the recent past, I feel like that there was a very strong connection between you and someone else. Okay, I do see here emotional connection, intelligent connection, a lot of happiness here. I do see here you realizing that this was your person because of the chemistry. This is someone that also made you feel very happy and they were stimulating your mind. We're going to clarify this. In the present moment, you have the Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Now, in the present moment, I do see here you holding on to that just one thing. Your main thing here you're holding on to is whether this person, if this person is going to work things out with you and if they're really willing to put in the hard work and heal things with you, then you will move forward with them. If not, then you are going to disconnect with the Eight of Cups. Okay, you're choosing what matters to you most because there is someone here that you are aware they need to be either transitioning, changing something, or moving, also healing something within themselves. Okay, so that's why you might have been feeling a little bit stuck. We're going to clarify this. In the near future, you have the Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Empress. Now, there is a decision here that's being made, as you can see, the Two of Pentacles. This is about balancing the forces, wanting to really confirm a decision before you move forward, okay? If you're going to commit to this person, if you really want to marry them, if you really want to see being with them, yourself being with them, then it's going to take some work. Not every relationship, not all relationships actually are just easy, right? It takes growth and time to understand something. Someone here also is getting pregnant, possibly. Okay, so let's get into your... Who are you making pregnant? I don't know. We're going to find out more, but let's get into your reading and clarify the Knight of Pentacles, Libra. So, Knight of Pentacles, why you feeling stuck, bro? So I'm saying. Knight of Pentacles, let's find out. So the Knight of Pentacles, dear Libra, is clarified by the Judgment, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So this person is someone that, you have a very strong connection with, okay? And you seem to really overthink. With the Nine of Swords, you have a lot of thoughts that go into your mind. You're contemplating, wondering. You're also having an epiphany. There is a realization that's coming to you with the Judgment here about this person, about this connection. So for many of you, I do feel like here that this is someone from the past, as you know, with the Six of Cups, this is always an indication of someone from the past, and you have a very important decision here to make. Now, the Nine of Pentacles here can also indicate that, you're really trying to finalize your decision. Is this relationship worth the stress? Should I really hold on to this person, or should I completely move on to something else, right? So you're trying to make a decision here. It's difficult, it's tough. but you're doing a lot of thinking about this. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. In the recent past, for many of you, I think you might have just ended something with someone, and then you were either traveling that you met this person with the Three of Wands, because it's also kind of like a travel card. You know, there is ships in the background. So I don't think you were necessarily looking for love when you met this person, but I do get this energy of a very strong chemistry and connection between you and them. The King of Cups in the recent past, this was someone that you felt a very strong connection with, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Yeah. The King and the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, it did seem a very solid and a secure relationship. Maybe financially speaking, maybe you did really feel that a lot of things you had with this person were literally in common. There was a very strong attraction. I'm getting here something about beauty, fashion. You know, a lot of you have a very great taste in clothing also. So maybe there is something about this person's clothing or style or the way they carry themselves that really gravitated you. Okay, now the Knight of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. You might have also had some other options that you were possibly exploring as well. And I do see here you really, out of all the options, seeing this person, noticing this person. You might have met them with a group setting here. You definitely were very determined to offer your love to this person as the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You could have dealt with water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could have been a Capricorn, Taurus. So for many of you, there was a very strong connection, okay? And a lot of you really were not so hesitant to really offer your love to this person. Now, in the present moment, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. In the present moment, there also could be, there might be someone else that's intervening into this relationship, okay? Third party situation. So it's clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So for many of you, I do see here in the present moment, you know, there is this trust issues that you have with this person. You are not so sure if they're really if they're single right now, if they're entertaining with someone else or not. You have a lot of questions in your mind, and you have the Six of Swords. So for many of you, I think that you're kind of really hurt by this person, by whatever is happening behind the scenes. There is something about this situation that's been really debilitating to you, and you're like, you know what, I'm not really sure if this is something that I should invest my time and attention to, at least not for now. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Strength. You could be dealing with the Leo who actually hurt your feelings. So for many of you, this situation seems to be really hurtful just because someone is holding back. And also, a lot of you are wanting to hold yourself back from getting hurt more. You already have been hurt by this person in the past, and I feel like that, you know, whatever has happened or whatever is happening right now, there is something about trust issues that really hurts you the most, Libra. Okay, you're all about honesty. You like honest people. You like when someone is honest with you. So that's why you're coming to a point of like, you know, I don't think this is right for me. I may need to walk away and to disconnect. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Sun. The Moon and the Sun together, this doesn't always happen. Let me tell you that. Okay, so it doesn't always happen. The Moon and the Sun. That is the divine masculine, divine feminine, subconscious mind, your conscious mind. So we're also going to have the full moon in Leo on February 1st when this reading ends, right? The energies. So I feel like there is something that's going to be eliminated. You're going to be making a very firm decision. You are the Page of Swords. You're going to initiate something here. You're going to do some research. And, you know, unfortunately, I'm just going to let you know, just because something here didn't work out in the past, it's like you're going to be determined to move something towards something else because you feel like that's not fulfilling you anymore. Okay, you do have some worries and anxiety about this person. Again, could be there is a strong Leo energy, fire energy. You feel like this person is holding it back from you and they're not moving towards you on purpose. Now, this decision here with the Two of Pentacles, dear Libra, you have a very important decision to make with the Two of Pentacles, okay? And it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Wow. You have a lot of doubles in your readings, which is very interesting. You see how the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles are towards, and these are the only two knights that are moving towards the future. So you have a decision here to make. Okay, you could also choose to be with someone that you have either met that is new, or someone that you feel like there is a very strong connection, because this has a lot to do with your destiny, has a lot to do with your future. Okay, and again, many of you are like, I don't know if I really want to go back to this person from the past, despite the fact that the chemistry was strong. Six of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Temperance. So some of you also might have dealt with the Sagittarius. You feel like there is no point in trying to make love offer to this person from the past. And you're basically deciding to move forward towards a new direction, okay? You're not wanting to put your offer, and basically you don't want to beat on somebody who actually fumbled you big time in the past. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Empress in the near future. So this is someone that's a divine feminine energy, okay, if you're masculine, dealing with the divine feminine, divine masculine. So the Empress is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the World, and the Two of Wands. So here is the thing, a lot of you are gonna decide if you want to close this chapter, if you want to put an end to this or not. For many of you, there is an important decision here about your vision and about the future. This is also maybe about the travel, what you really want to do for your life. This situation here from the past, I think this has been a lot of like on and off, and also just so many things, and maybe this person really treated you so well and everything was great and the chemistry was great, but it came to a point when you started losing trust in this person and in this connection, 1111 on the timer, and you're going to have to make a decision who you really want to marry. You could either try to go back to this person, travel back to them, okay, close that chapter and move forward. So let's get into your advice and see what you need to know. Some of you are also dealing with the Virgo. So the Hermit and the Fool, Aries, Virgo energy. So has a lot to do with deep introspection. You are not rushing into making this decision, but that's where I see you here being. Now, your advice here is the Moon, the Two of Cups, and the High Priestess. You got to trust your intuition. There is nowhere else to be looking besides your intuition. The Moon, which is what we always talk about, that is your intuition. With the High Priestess, that's your subconscious mind. And also trying to go within yourself and try to make this decision based on how you truly feel deep within your heart. Your heart knows the way. Your logic may say one thing, right, with the Ace of Swords, that is your logic, but you also have the Seven of Swords right underneath the Ace of Swords. So, you can't really deny the fact that there has been trust issues between you and this person, and you still hope that things are going to work out unless they choose to change. Because they may choose to change, but you have a decision here to make about what comes next for you, because you don't want to miss out also meeting the right person as well, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.